Aries, how you getting on, guys? Right, okay, so this is your December after November, but this is the moment after. And then we'll go into your spread for December. And we'll see what happens from the other side of the veil, if I can remember. But please try and remember what cards there were, but I'll try and do my best. So this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay, so what can you tell me about Aries the moment after, please? Aries, the moment after. Saying relax, that's what I can feel. Relax, tension, relax. You had loads of jumping cards coming out when I was shuffling before, and now nothing's coming out. Five of Swords. Someone's feeling... So this is, don't forget, in case I forget, this is where you've come from. Okay, this is where you've come from. So you're going to have to relate this to however you can, so I don't have to keep jumping from Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venuses, or cross watchers, or what, you know. But the Five of Swords, so basically, someone was feeling victorious over two other people. It's because it's like two other people in the background are pissed off. One's a little bit further on in their progress than the other one, but the other one's not far behind. So this person is basically following this person and saying, you know what, Sid, fuck it. This person's kind of like, yes, I won. And it's like, well, bruv, what you won? Fuck all, because we're not even there. We're not even in it. You know, we're not in it to win it. You're trying to win what? So let's find out. So someone was playing straight up mind games with himself. Someone has suffered from great PTSD, you know. This is two people now supporting one another with Two of Wands, the Two of Wands. So a new direction. But red is also there, which can mean Aries. I do apologise if my dog starts barking, because it's barking at everything today, because it's very wintry months. But there's an Aries, and there's, oh, it's red and blue. Can mean an air sign or water sign, doesn't really matter, with fire in their chart. Okay, I've been picking this up a lot lately in the cards of different cards, because there's blue and there's red, and then the fire action of the wands. Okay, so it could be a fire sign and an air sign, or something of that way, blue or water, but fire. But two people standing together. The red guy is looking more at the person that's standing strong for support, but they're both kind of supporting one another. That's what it seems to me. It seems like there's two people supporting one another, where all the wands at the back are all past action. They're all past actions. They're all past actions that happened. And the guy normally stands alone in this picture of the other deck, the Rider-Waite deck. Okay, but he's actually with someone here. So it's like two guys that are two people, male, feminine, doesn't matter, man or woman, can't do that off a card because it's general for everybody. But, and you also go off meat suits of feminine and masculine. But basically two people that have suffered through PTSD of their past, okay? But then there's two people at the front that are standing together supporting one another, okay? Like a healer and a guider or something, or something along those lines. It's kind of what I'm picking up. So let's see what else. Through mind games manipulation, you see, karma has been a lot of that. You see, narcissism or cerebral narcissism is an extremely, trust me, it's an extremely difficult spiritual energy to deal with. You know, it's something that I went through a lot myself, that I wouldn't fucking participate in that kind of childish shit ever, you know. But that is extreme manipulation if that's to do with narcissism, you know, people that really drain your energy. They don't give you anything, they just drain your energy. They steal, self-deceit, but it's also stealing, you know, coming in to steal something and trying to feel victorious over it and know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and they do it regardless, and they continue and they continue and they continue. Okay, so let's have a see what else about. Can you tell me about Aries? The moment after. So we're only going to take that one, guys. This is a new deck, and you have had a lot of flying cards. So basically, feeling victorious, Aries, because that's you. that is you standing tall above everybody else. Everyone else is dropped off by the wayside, basically. You're kind of standing strong and firm in your convictions like you do as Aries. You know, straight up fucking mate. Listen, straight up no chaser. Fuck off. You know, that's the strong part of Aries, you know. So it's basically, well, you know, I'm fucking standing tall still because I am very, very strong. Regardless of my past of PTSD or regardless of mind games, I do not participate in any of that kind of childish shit, and I will stand alone if need be, but I am a strong, independent person because it's an independent person that stands there. But then you also add that to this. So what is that? But I'm not looking at the numbers, but I'm looking at like that person is this person, what we went over. Okay, the person that stands in that person is this person here, that is suffering through PTSD, through combative energy, through feeling very defensive, fighting. Everyone's put their wands down. Everyone said, you know what, fuck it. You know, we're not fighting anymore. This is the 5 of Wands, so no one's fucking fighting anymore. I'm not fighting with all you childish pricks. You know, pretty much. I'm out. You know, I'll stand alone because I'm an independent, strong person. I've pulled myself up from the ground. I don't need to sit in my ground anymore. I'll stand my ground. I won't sit in my ground. I will stand in my ground. And I will be a fucking leader. And I will lean on the people that I need to, that will support me, you know, through my healing. Okay? So, let's have a look. What else? Don't forget, this is where you've come from, Aries, or someone has, or Sun, Moon, Rising. Don't forget that. It's mirror flipped, mirror version of. If it relates, it relates. Only take the parts that relate. If they don't make it fit. Okay? Don't want to confuse people. It's just the reader. It's how I read cards. So what else can you tell me about Aries for the moment after? Cross that bears you. I'll pick that up again. The cross that bears you. Wheel of Fortune. I kind of pick that up because sometimes it reminds me of the cross that bears you. Okay, so because of fast energy, so you've got the wands again, action again. Someone coming in to steal something, take something. This can be money. This can be passion. It can be arguing. It can be someone that just comes around to take something and then basically pisses off. Okay, and ends up making you feel that way. You know. This can be an energy vampire, an energy thief, someone that just doesn't like cerebral narcissism or narcissism, okay, that we've gone over. It can also be like a vampire, like an energy vampire that plays that many mind games. They don't never tell you the truth. They don't admit the truth to themselves. They don't do anything. They basically just steal, like steal energy. If you're looking more at being empathic, and that you're empathic and you have to learn to protect yourself. You know, this can also be a protection card too. You know, someone that's very wise and influential mind, like, you know, mind. It's mind games, but it can be someone that's very intelligent too. Okay, but you know, this kind of energy comes in and makes you feel very defensive. You know, because of narcissism, because that is a narcissistic card, whichever way you look at it. That is cerebral narcissism or just straight up narcissism, and it causes people with PTSD and feel defensive. But on the strength side of it, fucking well done, because there's an independent person here that's standing very strong in their convictions of what they now know that they are themselves. Great. Because of controlling energies. Could have to do with an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But that's not, you know, let's see if that comes out again, because it depends where it is. But let's have a look. Because the Queen, I've not seen that one. The Queen in that one looks quite relaxed. I've not seen that in this deck yet. It's not come out. But let's see. What else can you tell me about Aries for the moment after, please? Aries for the moment after. Aries for the moment after. 3 of Cups. Yeah, there you go. Someone playing fucking tea parties. Cinderella and the 3 little pigs playing tea parties. You know, manipulating people, playing mind games, coming in to steal something, money, love, passion, or whatever, or steal anything. Basically, keep asking you and asking you and asking you to do something for them over and over and over again. And you keep doing it, and it keeps the same cycle. It's kept the same cycle of putting you into a celebrated mood of a drinking, over drinking, going out with friends and over drinking, feeling like you need to escape. You know, addiction, qualities. This can also be addiction because it's also drinking, celebrating. So celebrating with any way that you feel, where you would, if you felt PTSD and you felt defensive, then you would kind of go off the rails, right? It doesn't matter which way it is. And this is because of someone else, or because of you, or because of someone else. You know, it's fast energy that comes in, and they're not protective. They want you to protect them, but they're not, because they're not independent. You're independent. They are not independent, and that's why they come in to steal, and that's why it shows a great amount of strength to realise about karma, of realising that you're the most important person in your life in order to create stability. So, and how we do that is that we rely on people that can guide us in the right direction in order to find the way. Okay? So let's see, yeah, like fighting, there'll be a lot of fighting, a lot of fucking, right, get the fuck out of my way, bruv. I'm going to take your fucking nuts and stick them in a vice and then ram them down your fucking throat. You know, that's pretty much that kind of energy. It's kind of, listen, I'm not listening to your bullshit of keep coming in and out of with your fucking weird shit. I will fucking cut your fucking nuts off, pretty much. That's what that can be. You know, and that's Aries, man. That's Aries. So let's have a look. Yeah, so that's how you are, Aries. That's, you know, that's your sign. That's, you know, you're the fucking leaders of number one. You know, number one. Let's have a look. What can you tell me about Aries in the moment after, please? Aries in the moment after. Oh, come out. Yeah, Judgment. That one to come out as well because it was trying to. Judgment. So you've made a judgment call. You made a judgment call. Could have something to do with a Scorpio. Scorpio, because we have the depiction of death and rebirth here. One's died and one's... I've not seen this card before. But that's Scorpio as well. So I told you I'd pick up... Very strange, these cards. I love them, I do. I'm really starting to get into them. But Scorpio at the bottom, so death and rebirth. You made your own judgment call and you are now looking for a guide. I've been listening to this today. Simply read. Find me an angel. You gotta find me an angel in my life. Okay? A guide has been guiding souls. So you might be listening to a tarot card reader. You might realise that you are yourself. Okay? Could be a Scorpio in their chart, or you could have Scorpio in your chart. Okay? But basically there's been a death and transformation, and someone now is kind of rising up and healed. One's healing the healed, and one's healing healed, basically, from PTSD, from trauma. You made a judgment call, okay, and you started to find a guiding light. You started to find a guiding light that after making a judgment call of such depression and such PTSD and mind games and manipulation, that a calling means that when you're a light worker and you're a calling, it means that you find what you find because you were supposed to find it. That's why it's, you gotta find me an angel. Okay, that's why that's your song, Simply Read. Okay, because it's divine timing means that everything happens in divine timing. It means that when you are down in the dirt so badly, God, if you believe in God or spirit, that's cast as it can be like an emotional breakdown, but that's a cry for help. Well, believe it or not, I had one myself, and a major one before I started to spiritually awake. That was when I started to awake. And the calling got heard, trust me, because it put me in a very narcissistic, controlling, manipulative situation that was very much similar to this. Very, very, very much similar to this. And it caused this for me too. You know, I mean, Aries is not part of my major parts of my chart. Obviously, we all have in our charts in places, but, you know, it's extremely similar. And God, I'd suffered from fucking anxiety and panic attacks that bad that I used to have 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or how many a day, panic attacks, not anxiety, panic attacks, to the point where I had to I had to, I couldn't be inside. I had to walk outside. I couldn't be in enclosed doors. And it was snowy, cold, raining. And I used to walk the streets from like 5 o'clock or like 11 o'clock at night till, 7 o'clock in the morning. And I used to just walk backwards and forwards, panicking that the police may see me, wondering what the fuck I'm doing walking around the street. Panicking the fact that they might pull up and ask me. And it was causing more panic and more panic. I couldn't come home, so I was panicking. So I used to sit outside the churchyard and I used to beg for some kind of help. You know, I don't want to go too much into my story, but, you know, I was down and out, and believe you me, I was verging on committing suicide. You know, committing suicide. And I am not fucking joking. I am not joking. And that was when a very traumatic karmic experience started to happen that made me the person that I am today. You know. So we have to be appreciative, forget the past and realise what they are. When we start to become very independent, we realise that the karmic things that happen in our lives are karmic to the point where they are actually helping you. They are helping you through that much pain that God put it together where you experienced so much karma that in the end you become strong and independent. And then when you realise that and you make your own judgment call, that is growth. That is strength. 100% strength. That's leadership. When you stand up and you tell people to fucking piss off because you're a fucking idiot. Okay? So when you take on that approach, God starts to realise that you're becoming more independent. But then you have to start realising about the blame game. So it's a major process, really. It really is. But on a deeper level, it's a lot of growth, because karmic experiences happen for a certain reason of why you have to be, in the end, appreciative of its, and we're talking about an energy, its help. Because it helped you to realise about self-worth, self-love, self-respect and self-value to become a leader, you know. And then when you start to make those decisions, you may find a guiding light. There is one that helps you to become one. It's like one. It's two become one. So you find a real soulmate or twin flame or whatever, because two become one. You know, it's you. But in general, it's universal energy. Everything becomes one. You have to see as a collective of everybody that goes through growth and learning periods of pain and destruction, because it makes us strong, very strong. It makes us leaders. You know, leaders of the free world, man. You know, fuck these people. Well, no, you know, don't project blame. But, you know, I'm picking up on the aggression of this past. Trust me, I've been there. I have been there. I have. So let's see. One more card. I think we've pretty much explained your story, Aries, and I don't know if this is resonating with you. So Moon rising on Venus doesn't matter. You'll know if it does relate to you. Yeah. So basically now, so we'll look at two spins of it through what we did, the fast energy that's caused all that destruction. But because this is below that now, this is saying that there is someone that's extremely fire and passionate about you, or you are them, okay? And that they are now helping free you. It could take time, maybe. It maybe take time in order for someone to maybe drop their defences. But, you know, you don't need to feel defensive, because it's directly under someone that is a leader that can show passion and forward movement, and that knows what it wants, the energy of what it wants. So it's kind of like, you know, I'm helping free you. Someone's helping free you, you know, free you from that. On the bad spin, well, no, because this is working hard. 8, sorry. So this is working hard. So because the Three of Pentacles that's depicted within the Three of Pentacles is now here, I've not seen this before, it's the first time I've seen this card. So it's below here now. So it's you're probably looking at karma now. Someone's helping you guide to realise about what the Three of Pentacles is and the plate. And now, if you're watching me and you've been following me, Aries, then you'll know. But like, you know, the plate, Mr. Plate, past life, this life, next life, concrete walls of destruction, of defence, past life karma. you know, dropping your defense now because you've dropped the defense. So the defenses are now being dropped from past life regression, past people. You're coming out of the past, okay? You're still looking down at it, but it probably means that you're learning about it now, that you are learning, because this is a learning card, working hard at learning, okay? It's number 8. So you are working extremely hard in your, you know, whatever that appears into your life. Working hard can be at anything, you know. But it means that you're working hard at becoming yourself, because it's below being like, you know, standing up against Muppets, you know. The Muppets. So it's standing up, you know, finding your true worth, finding callings, you know, letting people do what they want to do. Yeah. Dropped all the wands. The wands, the 10, have now been dropped. So defences are now down. You've dropped a burden. You've ended a cycle. Major worldwide cycle has been ended. So this is what you're coming into now, December. Ended, that's the overall energy, is dropping defences, not feeling so defensive, dropped people, should drop them dead in the water. You know, they don't need to be in your life. Okay, you're no longer carrying anyone else's burden. You're not letting them come in with fast energy or what. You're just not really bothered. You've dropped all the karma. 10 of Wands means all the wands that are held with on the back. That means the karma that you carry. The karma that you carry gets extremely heavy. It's not heavy, and you are coming into a light energy because you have dropped the burden of the past. So, well fucking done, Aries. I'm an extremely pleased Pisces. And that I don't have to start shouting at people. Okay? So that's great. So what we're going to do now is we're going to now go on the flip side of things. Try and remember these if you can. Okay? Because sometimes I forget. And then we'll go into your December. Okay, Aries? So I'll see you soon. Cheers. Okay, Aries, let's do this, man. Let's do this, man. Right, so you have definitely took a wand and fucking rammed it up someone's chocolate hole, that's for sure. So you had the Emperor and the 10 of Cups trying to come out as I was shuffling in the pre-shuffle. But let's see. So please don't forget your song. That is definitely prominent. It's called Angel by Simply Red. Okay, so let's see. And it will be in the description if I forget to say. Okay, so let's have a look. Aries. Aries for December. What's coming up for Aries in December? So we've got the King of Pentacles. Either finding your own stability, or King of Pentacles is Venus in furs, I normally kind of relate it to. Very abundant, giving, caring, nurturing, you know. Is a leader within his own right, and he's looking for his own queen. Okay, so we'll see if the queen comes up at some point. But basically someone that's just giving, nurturing, caring, good at finances, very, very stable kind of leader, motivational leader, any of that kind of stuff. It depends on clarifying cards, but that's pretty much. So you could be interested in an earth sign, or you have earth in your chart, or someone that can take on that kind of quality, like a mutable sign. But that is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, my computer has literally just done a system update, and I've got fucking no idea what that shit means. I don't know if I'm going to be able to upload this, because YouTube will not upload things at the moment. There's something going wrong. But let's have a look. Aries. Aries. There you go. Look, there's a 3. There's the 3. So you've come out of, you've been now hopefully studying more about concrete walls of defense and structures of past life karma, things that make us feel really defensive. But on the good spin of this December, Aries, this is learning from your mistakes, because this is learning, teaching, like someone's teaching students, or someone's kind of, it can be loads of different things. It can be a poet, it can be like a leader, it can be someone that teaches, guides, but this is basically collaborating. So you're now collaborating and working hard at something or with somebody, okay? Because there's a lot of forward movement, which is 7, but it's could be Cancer, could have Cancer in your chart, or they could have Cancer in their chart, okay? But basically this is forward movement. This is, you could be buying a new car, You could be interested in a new car. You could be driving somewhere. But this is the present gift that's, I class this as Santa Claus. This is somebody that comes down and can guide you, because it's a very spiritual card. I have this in my 9th house, which is spiritual house. So this is what presents, like it gives you a gift. Santa Claus gives you a gift. Like I always relate it to, depends on how grateful you are for what it is that you have in life. And if you're extremely grateful for the good things in life of what you have, if you were a kid, when you were a kid, if you were really ungrateful to your parents, and they would basically give you a fucking backhand and say, don't be so grateful. And then next year you wouldn't get so much of a gift or a present, generally, you know, as a story. But now we have karma, so we have guides, and we have spirit guides that teach us to become more independent of what you had in the mirror flip of the other thing. So you start to realise about your stripped down emotional self to become the change, to become yourself, literally. So then you can then have a gift of life. You're finding your own gift of life, or people are helping you, or you have found someone that's giving you a gift of life. Is you become present, because you have then a brand new opportunity. Excuse me, a brand new opportunity, which is something extremely stable. It's still opportunity. Opportunity knocks, and we have to learn to take it, because then when we have action, people, you know, because this is a very action-oriented card. It means travel. It means travel. Someone could be coming to travel to see you, or you could be going to travel to see them. Okay, but basically it means that I'm just picking up flying. Yeah, okay, okay. But like Santa Claus flying in a sleigh. So it is Christmas time as well. So you could be receiving a gift for Christmas too. You could be spending it with family. Okay, collaborating with other people too. Feeling very grounded and nurturing, okay? But a stable offer, something that's very committed and stable. It could be a new job, it could be a new love offer, it could be anything that's just very stable, okay? And it's an opportunity towards that kind of direction. Okay, so let's have a look. Aries for December. It's coming up for Aries, December. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Aries for December. Aries for December. Okay, so that kind of landed like that. So it's kind of in reverse, really. So it's coming out of manipulation. Okay, this can be self-deceit too. Okay, but this is coming out of it. This is trustworthy, because this is like not trustworthy. Basically, it depends on clarifying cards, but this is basically not trustworthy. And this is becoming more trustworthy, and finding people that are trustworthy, that don't try to steal your energy, they don't try to steal money, they don't try to self-deceive themselves. You know, they can guide you towards that kind of action. And it kind of came that way. So it was kind of telling me that you are, depends, if someone else has got Earth in their chart, okay, that either you or them are becoming more defensive, but it's the cross that bears you. So there's some kind of cross that bears you of karma there, maybe. But inside of a different kind of story, this means that someone of this kind of quality is helping you become more less offensive. You're kind of sitting on the fence of becoming more open. You're starting to become more trustworthy of people around your environment, your friends or your groups, or your, you know, you're not so defensive, and you're trusting. You're starting to trust someone more of this kind of nature. Okay, so we'll leave that. Yeah, payday. So some of you getting paid, or caring, giving, nurturing, equality of give and take. This, I always pick this up with that. It can mean that you're just about to get paid, okay? Or it can mean that Christmas time, and you're going to be spending time with family, okay? And it also means like emotional give and take, equality, finding equality within the good things in life. You know, if it's to do with love, it just means caring and sharing. Someone that can care, you know, to be cared is to be cared for. Caring is sharing, okay? It's basically what that means. But we'll see what else have we got. So what else have we got for Aries? Aries. So we've got the Empress, the King of Cups, and the Two of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, you've got communication and travel. Okay. Oh, and at the bottom of that, you've got the Queen of Cups. So you've got counterparts. Okay. So it's becoming more emotionally stable. It means that doesn't mean a decision. It can mean a decision, but it basically just means more stability, because there's no sword energy here. Okay. There's nothing that's defensive or anything like that, apart from the two, which is also a decision. Okay. But so let's have a look. So you've got the Empress. So the Empress is below the Three of Pentacles. So there's someone that's caring and nurturing. Could be fertile, you know, it could be pregnancy or anything like that. Okay, but basically someone that is the counterpart to the Emperor, because you did have the Emperor that was I did say, I'm sure I did, that was in the pre-shuffle. The Emperor came out and the Ten of Cups came out, but the Empress is basically someone that's fertile. Sorry, but I've been doing a lot of talking today. That wants children, basically wants children, can have children, caring, nurturing, forgiving, loving, you know, all that kind of Empress kind of quality. And there's also a fox, you know. So it's collaborating and working well with others or someone, or learning, guiding, learning, loving, learning to love again, learning to drop defensive behaviour. What's that? Learning to love again. There's a song there, Learning to Love Again. Is that by Aerosmith or something? I can't remember. Learning to Love Again. Don't know. Something was coming. But it's collaborating well with someone of a caring, nurturing quality, like the King of Pentacles, and becoming less defensive and starting to trust again. Because this is like trust, like the bank of trust. Okay, because it's a structure and wall, and it's money as well. Because it's the Three of Pentacles. It's not glittery and gold, but it basically means trust, something that's stable. Okay. So it and that's stable and that's stable. So it's learning to trust because of those there and that crossing it. So it means that you're learning because that's learning. Okay. So through that quality, then what we find is so someone could have Cancer in the chart maybe, or Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but you've got two water signs. That sometimes means Cancer. Okay, but that also means either, because it's not a card, it's either Pisces or Scorpio as well. Okay, but basically that is becoming more grounded and nurtured. Okay, and stable. And then you have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords. So it can mean a decision that someone's got to make. A decision. Okay. It can be that someone that you're learning, someone is in a three-parted relationship. Okay, because you do have the three there, and we do have the two there, and we do have the two there. Okay, but there's not a lot of defensive energy. It could mean that you've learned a lot about, or going to learn about, someone is still undecisive, still in and out with action of what we have behind the veil, and it could just mean coming out of that. Or it could mean that you may learn that someone could be still doing that and juggling on decisions and being indecisive. Okay, sorry, I do apologise for that. She'll calm down a second. But it's below the Ace of Pentacles. So it could well mean learning to drop your defenses and opening up the heart chakra, because the heart chakra is kind of blocked there. But it could well mean that you're now becoming less defensive and kind of looking at offers. Okay? But we'll see. But you also got communicating. So you're communicating that someone could be helping you do that, or you're helping them, or you are communicating with someone, or someone's coming to travel, or you're thinking there's a decision that's made through communication about travelling, and it's deciding. It could be like you're both deciding, or they're deciding, or you're deciding, because they're decision cards, and that's communication and travel. That's like air travel, communicating by the telephone, by text messages, emails, telecommunications, spirit channeling. You could be listening to a channeler. You could be tarot card readers. You could be writers. Anything to do with art and expression. Communication is key to life. So it could be learning about that and then you also have the overall energy too of the Queen of Cups. So this is Pisces. So because you have a lot of water here, a lot of water signs, it could mean that someone that had water in their chart, because that's either Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces, it could be coming out of that and learning about three-parted relationships, and that's what they're still doing from behind the veil, and you've learnt so much about that. Because the King of Cups can mean very aloof water sign, okay? It doesn't matter whether Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm a Pisces, it doesn't matter. If a water sign's out of whack, they're out of whack. You know, it doesn't matter of the sign, either end of the scale of who you are. We all go through periods of growth and learning, okay? So it could mean that because the Queen of Cups, this does normally represent Pisces because of the fish, okay? And the cup of how a Pisces can be over emotional. So it could mean that you are communicating with the Pisces, because that's on the communication one. And then there's another water sign that could be Cancer, or Cancer in their chart, that is emotionally aloof, okay? And that's causing that too, or did cause that too. Something I'm picking up along the lines. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at the Chariot. So Pisces and the twos come out again. So it could, because there's, well, we've got a lot of water signs here. So this is difficult. So you could have been juggling with a Pisces, or that was juggling, and you've gone through traumatic experience with a Pisces, okay? Because that is the card that represents Pisces, okay? And that's also seeking wisdom and inner guidance. So there's some reflection going on here. So you could be seeking guidance from, say me if you're watching this, which is a Pisces, okay? And then it's helping you become unstuck, stuck and stuck and unstuck, stuck, which is also like a little bit of kind of coming out of what we've seen here and what we've seen here, okay? But then you could have also been dealing with a Pisces that was completely emotionally aloof, and that was someone that would just come in very fast of what we had through the other one, I've got that up, through the other part, which was the Knight that was here, okay? But that kind of energy, it doesn't mean that that's there, it just means like someone that used to come in and take energy and then go, and it could have been a Pisces, because that's travel, that's fast action travel, and it's been causing a lot of stuff. It wouldn't say that if it wasn't for that card, okay? So you could have been dealing with a Pisces that was juggling you and other people, because you got the 3 and the 2. So they're juggling decisions and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and this and that and this and that and this and that. Okay, that's what that's telling me. Okay. Could have air maybe in their chart too, but basically like fast energy. And it's called a lot of combatants energy. You know, there's a lot of mixture of the other side of the veil too. But this energy seems good. So then you could have now a Pisces or another water sign that you're communicating with, that could be guiding or helping you through this, or you could be now communicating with that, because those two energies are extreme powerful energies. That's a lot of love. That's a hell of a lot of love, because Pisces, they do love, or a water sign can love, you know, but this one does represent that, okay, Pisces, and that's communicating. And then the Ace of Swords. Okay, so someone could be helping you cut through the truth. You've learned to cut through the truth and becoming a spiritual leader yourselves, or you're liking one, following one, or any of that kind of business. Okay, so let's see. Let's have a look at this King of Cups, please. King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? Why is the King of Cups here? So this one card. King of Cups. King of Cups. Right, wow, so the King of Cups. So wow, you've got fucking hell. So there's the Emperor to the Empress. There's the Emperor to the Empress. You have got counterparts all over the shop. So now you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So this situation here seems bad. That situation definitely seems bad, because that's juggling and defense with these cards. Okay. Now this King of Cups, whether that be Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio, is not aloof, is caring, nurturing, somebody that's kind of like looking into a pentacle of that I want something stable, I want what you want. You know, we both want that together as the counterpart of one another. Can be fertile, can be, basically because the Queen stares into this, it means like wish fulfillment too because of the star, okay? And there's also depicted within that of a new offer too, okay? So it's a reflection of I want someone that's very loving, caring and giving and that can show me support, guidance and love, you know, everything in life that's stable, and that's what I want, and that's what I want too, you know, because that's two, it's like the counterpart of each other, okay? And there's a lot of emotional love, very stable love, because that's not aloof, that's like stern in my convictions, and I hold my cup in my hand and I offer it to you. You know, so there's a lot of stable love there, because that's, I mean, that can stay there, but that's what that means. That's stable love, because that's stability and grounded, and that's stable love. So that's just not fucking going anywhere, basically. And that's like the 10 of Pentacles. Did we have the 10 in the other one? No, we had the 8, right? So working real hard. Or did I show that? I can't remember now. But the 10... Okay, the 10, I think that was under the deck, right? Wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Someone that's very caring, giving, nurturing, supportive, could be spending time with Christmas time, okay? And your fucking work and finances or something looks great here, because you've got like the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. This bit is dodgy, and that's like juggling and shit, and that's what that would be. And then you've got someone like reflection, sailing across the water, coming across the water, travel. Okay, all points of growth are taken. I know all my karma, I'm bringing it all with me. Okay, you could have children, you could be travelling across the border. Okay, someone could be travelling to see you across the border, either vice versa. But it's basically sailing into calmer waters to find something grounded, stable and committed. Through water and water, across water, stable. And then financial abundance and caring, giving, sharing, Christmas time, all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much that. So work, health looks great. Health looks great. Oh, and you had the Emperor too, right? And the Emperor. So that's someone that's open, stern, can be stern, Aries. You could have Aries in your chart as well, okay? Or someone can have Aries in the chart. But basically, this is a motivational leader, CEO, corporations, owns businesses, very creative, wise, you know, it's because it's to do with wise and being very influential and has wisdom, you know, wisdom of soul growth. So he leads and guides everybody else that he watches over too. So because that happens, it means that you also watch over everything that he owns, because this is also CEO corporation. So you can own many different things and do many different things creatively, and you care and nurture and plant seeds within them too of offerings in order to create stability, to become a leader, to guide everybody and become the Emperor to the Empress. Okay, and I mean, that's just fucking hell. That's just unbelievable, Aries. So whatever you guys have got going on, I don't know, this definitely looks dodgy up here. Because that's juggling. Someone's juggling between like Cancer, Pisces, or a mixture, or Earth in their chart. Earth, and could have air, because juggling in the air. Imbalanced, completely imbalanced. Because the Pisces card of that card talks about imbalanced. It's like stuck. You know, waiting for someone to save me. You know, fucking, what do you think you are? Fucking Batman, Superman? You know, save your fucking self. Save yourself. No one's going to save you in life. If people want saving, well, you know, that kind of approach, that's what you have to have with Aries, you know, take your wand and fucking ram it up your chocolate hole, basically. That's, you know, that's that. So what a great reading, Aries. So your song will definitely be Angel from Simply Red. And if you would like to donate, I would very much appreciate it, because I'm trying to do some things. 222 on the clock. Loads of things I'm trying to do. So if you would like to donate, I would very much appreciate it. And there is a link for a PayPal link if you would like to do that. But I'm also opening up free readings. Oh fuck! Why do I keep saying free readings? I'm opening up readings, hopefully in December, for the beginning of December. So if you would like a personal reading, please leave a comment and let me know that you will, and I will hopefully set up an email address for people to do so. But I am going to make a video of that soon. There's plenty of other things that you can watch on my channel, motivational speaking, There's a playlist that you can, oh, excuse me, that you can watch. And there's loads of things in the description that you can also follow to Broken Hearts Beat the Most. Oh, loads of different things. They're just all in there, okay? It's all in the description. But it looks like you've got a fantastic Christmas, fantastic month coming up for December, Aries. So I'm extremely proud of you, okay? And I wish you well, and I'll hopefully probably see you at some point in December or after Christmas, okay? Cheers, Aries. Bye.